Good morning. I hope you had a lovely weekend. Bit cold. I got out and did a bit of running, believe it or not. Played football with Leo. Painted with Charlie. It was lovely. I hope you had a relaxing one. It's going to be very different for us next weekend, for some of us anyway. Year 6 and some of the teachers are off to the Isle of Wight. And it's actually, this week is very, very busy. It's like today, I think Maplecast are off to Fishbourne, learning a little bit more about the Romans. We have lots going on in school. I believe we have a bit of an athletics tournament, which builds upon what we did last week. We had tri-golf tournament last week. We had children going out, lucky enough to go to Miro exhibition. I spent the day with Oak Class last week on Monday at Littlehampton Beach, and it was amazing. Anyway, this week's assembly is about showing we are trustworthy. Trust is very, very important, and I'm having real trouble with my piece of paper there, with my notes. There you go. Being trustworthy, I feel like I am very trustworthy, but you have to work hard at it, and you have to show it, demonstrate it. It's not just all words. So what would you expect a brave soldier to take into battle? A soldier to take into battle. Would you expect a candle in a jar and a blowing instrument to be useful? No, nor me. But these were what God told a soldier called Gideon to take with him. God wanted to find out if he could trust Gideon to do a very important job. Now we're going to listen to a story about Gideon, and you're going to watch some pictures that somebody's done on YouTube. So we're just going to stop this, go over to this now. 1 minute. Now that was the story of Gideon, a brave and mighty man. I'm not too sure. You've got to have a lot of faith. You've got to have a lot of trust to actually whittle down your army from thousands and thousands down to 300 and go against other armies. You've got to have a lot of faith in yourself, and you've got to have a lot of trust in what people are telling you. God saw that even though he had asked great things of Gideon, he was worthy of trust. And this is where the word trustworthy comes from. There are times when each of us will be trusted with tasks. It's a bit like when I'm going to the Isle of Wight with the year 6s. We trust them. We know these children, and we trust them to actually abide by the rules, and they only go in certain places and they're back at a certain time. And obviously if they're late for lunch, I get angry, or late for my breakfast, or late for my dinner. That's the key part, because actually when it comes to food, I don't want to be late. So we have trust, and if they break that trust, then we have to put certain rules in. Like I said, there are times when each of us will be trusted with tasks that must be done. We may be trusted by a parent, a friend, a teacher. Sometimes the tasks will be small, and sometimes they will be very challenging. It is important that we do whatever we do. It is important that we do whatever we agree to do really well, because then people will come to know that we are trustworthy people. It is important. That is a really important line there. It's whatever we do, we want to do it really well, whether it's to do with the trust or whether it's to do our schoolwork. If you're doing schoolwork, you might as well do it to the best of your abilities. The children have been stopping me around the school last week. So, this is my best piece of handwriting. This is my best piece of writing. Can I show you this? Can I show you that? That's brilliant. And it's like, I think it was Chloe Edwards. I think she said to me, this is my best piece of writing. And I said, yes, that's brilliant, but next week it'll be even better. And it will be, because we're always trying to improve. And that's just not children, that's adults as well, including myself. If you have ever been let down by someone you have trusted, you will know how important trustworthiness really is. And it's so disappointing when you've been let down. However, it's a bit like, some of you follow football. And Jurgen Klopp, who's the manager of Liverpool Football Club, said something really poignant at the weekend. He had a player called Mane, and he actually showed a little bit of disrespect. Mane showed a little bit of disrespect. Jurgen Klopp, at the end of every football match, goes straight onto the pitch, and he shakes everybody's hand. Or not shakes, he might fist pump. Anyway, Mane sort of disrespected him. Jurgen Klopp goes over, Mane doesn't do it. And now Jurgen Klopp was asked about this, and Jurgen Klopp said, hold on. It's not a big deal. There's thousands of times when he showed me respect, and the one time he doesn't show me respect, you all ask this question. I know my relationship with Mane. He shows me the respect in the world. Just because once out of thousands of times he hasn't shown me that respect doesn't mean he doesn't respect me. And it's a bit like trust. Yes, we don't want to be let down because it's really hard to get that trust back. And you don't want to let anybody down. But just because you've broken that trust doesn't mean you can't get it back. And I thought Jurgen Klopp really handled that incredibly well. So if you can put your hands together and close your eyes for our prayer. Dear Lord, help us to be trustworthy, like Gideon, even in the small things that we are asked to do. Help us to be brave to accept all the challenges that are put upon us, and help us to try our best in everything we do. Amen. One last thing I'm going to ask you before I wish you all a happy week. There's, again, I'm using a sport analogy. There's this gentleman called Bland. I can't remember his first name. I think it's Richard Bland. He's a golfer. He's 48 years old, and he's been playing professional golf, I think, for about 20 odd years. He's played in 477 tournaments. Now, and he's never won. Never. He's finished in top 10 a few times. Not many, but he's never won in 477 tournaments, and I think over a span of 24 years. So that must be really hard to keep going. You know, you imagine not winning a skipping competition or a chess competition or a football match, and you've lost 477 times. He actually won at the weekend, and I'm so, and the interview was amazing, and I believe his family are going around to Auntie Claire's. It was really comical. But what I'm trying to say is he did not give up. His resilience was there. His perseverance was there. And I think of it as an example of somebody who loves what he's doing. And I'm sure being a golfer is amazing. Being a professional sports person must be amazing. But to keep losing all those times and never achieve what you've set out to do, but then finally do it after 20 odd years, after 470, it was his 478th competition, and he achieved it. That's important. And that's an idea that we want to instill in everybody, that we never give up. It just shows what you can achieve if you carry on going. And I think that's what we want to do, to instill this in all of our children. Whether it be you never give up in maths, English, running, whatever. We are there to help you do all that. Have an amazing week. I'm off to Fishbourne Palace. I think it's going to be a great time. I'm looking forward to seeing what you're doing all week. Try to stick to the rules. Remember, I don't like you when you play fighting. It ends up in tears. You've heard me say this several times. Please don't do that. Please be kind to each other. If you can't say a nice word, don't say the word at all. Try. Really try and not say unkind things to other people, because it just makes it upsets everybody. Have an amazing week. Bye for now. See you later.